begin my evaluation, Henry, can you please stand up so I feel like I'm addressing this to you? Your speech today reminded me of a story, and I'll tell you a quick story. It's a very quick story. There was a grandmother and her grandchild, and they were walking along the beach. As they were walking along, a wave came and took the grandchild. So the grandmother went into this frenzy, and she was screaming and yelling. She wanted her grandson back. As she was screaming, there was no response. There was no grandson. So she waited and she started praying. Eventually, the grandson appeared. She held him, and she looked up, and she said, and she was addressing this to God, she said, by the way, he was wearing a hat. That was supposed to be funny. But this story reminds me of gratitude. And gratitude because all the people that have helped you to get to where you are, you've addressed them. So I felt like you were actually talking to me. The first thing I'll start off with, when you came up here, is your gestures. You started like this. You were grounded. You got all our attention. It was all absorbing. We're all looking at you. And then you started to move. But your movement was not distracting. You moved with purpose. That shows me your progress. When you started out this speech, you said, someone does not want me to go back to China. And then I started wondering, who doesn't want him to go back to China? Is it a girlfriend? Who is it? But then later on, I found out it's actually the Chinese government messing up your visa. So I like that. And then you went on to talk about your Toastmasters experience. With that, what that reminds me of is the Alpha and the Omega. I was not here for the Alpha, but I'm happy to be the Omega, the one addressing and to see your progress. I think it was absolutely phenomenal. And then you went, lastly, you talked about how much you miss Toastmasters, and I really enjoyed that. I'll talk about your style.